Teacher, what's the dumbest lie a student ever told you? It was the middle of the semester and the classroom buzzed with the usual excitement as students rushed to finish their assignments. Among them was Jake, a student who always seemed to be on the edge of trouble. He wasn't a bad kid but had a knack for stretching the truth, especially when he needed to avoid getting into trouble. That day Jake came up to my desk, his face flushed with a combination of guilt and creativity. He had been missing from class for the past 2 days, and I could tell by the way he hesitated that he was about to deliver one of his infamous excuses. Ms. Harris, he began, his voice shaky, I wasn't here because I had to, go to the hospital. I raised an eyebrow, wondering what was coming next. Hospital? Are you okay, Jake? He nodded enthusiastically, but I noticed his hands fidgeting, a dead giveaway that something wasn't quite right. Yeah, I'm fine now, he said, leaning in a little too far across the desk. I had this, rare condition. It's called spontaneous human combustion. I blinked, trying to process what he had just said. Spontaneous human combustion? It was an odd enough phrase to catch anyone off guard, and for a moment my brain froze. Wait a minute, Jake, I said, trying to suppress a laugh. You're telling me you spontaneously combusted? Jake's face was serious, as if he had just disclosed the greatest medical marvel in history. Yeah, Ms. Harris, it's really rare. My body just started burning for no reason and they had to rush me in. I'm fine now though. They gave me a whole bunch of medication. I had to hold back my smile. This was by far one of the most ridiculous excuses I had ever heard. As a teacher, I'd heard my fair share of outlandish stories, but this one took the cake. So, I said, trying to sound concerned despite the absurdity, your body just caught on fire and no one around you noticed? You didn't leave any evidence of it? He scratched the back of his neck, clearly panicking. Well, no, but I promise, Ms. Harris, it's a thing. It happens to people sometimes. You can look it up. By then, I couldn't hold back any longer and burst into laughter. Jake stared at me in confusion, not quite understanding why I found his condition so funny, but he soon realized the game was up. Okay, I lied, he admitted, shoulders slumping. I was just trying to avoid the test. I didn't want to fail it. I smiled and nodded, relieved the spontaneous combustion incident was over. Jake, next time just tell me the truth. I can work with that. But maybe let's keep the fires to a minimum, okay? He grinned sheepishly and nodded. Got it, Ms. Harris. No more spontaneous combustion excuses.